Highway 51 at dawn, every version of me gone. Still haunts this asphalt strip every time I take this trip. Blues guitar cries, recognition of my former life position. Steady flow like painted lines, marking all my different times. On this road I drove before, and somebody I'm not anymore. Yeah. So bass deep is memory of who I used to be. On ambient pads fill the space where the ghost still pacing. The melodic through the haze, highway holds my former days. Highway goes beside me, younger selves remind me where I've been and how I'm different now. Blues guitar mourns the past, nothing ever lasts. Trap beats slow like driving speed through the landscape where I freed myself from different kinds of pain. My markers measure what I gained and what I lost along the way. Electric blues is things to say about the cost of moving on from versions of yourself now gone. White atmosphere contains them all, the rises and the many falls that happened on this stretch of road where I shared each heavy load. Deep relaxed voice speaks to ghosts of the selves I missed the most but had to leave to survive. Blues guitar keeps them alive. How it goes beside me, younger selves remind me where I've been and how I'm different now. Blues guitar mourns the past, nothing ever lasts. Nothing ever lasts. Nothing ever lasts. Yeah, but lighter rap becomes a bridge between the valley and the ridge of who I was and who I am. Blues guitar understands the down, near impossibility of maintaining continuity through all the changes life demands. Steady rhythmic like the bands of sunlight hitting dashboard glass, illuminating present, past, and future on this highway stretch. Electric blues begins to sketch portrait of accumulated years of bass absorbing all the fears that change means death when really means how it goes on in between. Highway goes beside me, younger still remind where I've been and how I'm different now. Blues guitar mourns the past, nothing ever lasts. Nothing ever lasts. Hey, nothing ever lasts. They measure wealth in paper bills, I count mine in midnight stills when nothing moves but my mind. Different currency I find in moments that you can't buy. Blues guitar ask me why society confused the cost with value when we've lost understanding what is rich. Steady flow without a glitch in my logic that prefers peace over what money occurs. To give you temporarily some bass ground my clarity. I'm being passed like truth expands, real wealth slips through greedy hands. Different currency I trade in the choices that I made. Blues guitar knows the price of a meaningful life. Rich in ways they'll never see, that's real currency. Trap be slow like I move through a world that can't approve of my wealth accumulation in the form of meditation. I was spending quiet thought. Electric blues can't be bought or sold on any market floor, but it's worth infinitely more than the numbers in accounts. Post the melodic, what amounts to richness in my estimation. Deep relaxed voice declaration that I'm wealthier than most who chase material ghosts. Wide atmosphere, my bank vault filled with peace, that's not my fault. Different currency I trade in the choices that I made. Blues guitar knows the price of a meaningful life. Rich in ways they'll never see, that's real currency. Melodic rap deposits made in emotional stock that won't fade when market crashes or the trends. Real wealth is how day ends in contentment with what is, not anxiety about what's his or hers or theirs or mine. Steady rhythm bottom line suggests that having less external means having more internal resources to draw upon when everything else is gone. Blues guitar plays interest, turn on all the lessons that I learned about what truly makes you rich. So bass knows which is which. Different currency I trade in the choices that I made. Blues guitar knows the price of a meaningful life. Rich in ways they'll never see. That's real currency. That's real currency. That's real currency.
Walking through my mental gallery, every memory on display. Hazy late night helps me see what I've collected on the way. You just method energy flows through corridors of years. Jazzy keys like footsteps slow. Past joy and past tears. Triplet flow narrates the tour of exhibits I've arranged. Deep bass holds the marble floor where nothing's been exchanged for price or traded for fame. Just preserved exactly as occurred. Vinyl crackle in the frame of every treasured word. Museum hours after dark. Every moment leaves its mark on display for me alone. In this gallery I've grown. Calm and suspected guide through my interior inside. Melodic like the plaques explain context for each piece. Modern trap drums, soft like rain. On the skylight brings me peace. Chillin' man gets dead if I walk through installations of my past. Deep relaxed voice doesn't talk, just observes what's meant to last. Jazzy keys play background sound for the solo exhibition where I finally found my clearest inner vision. Wide stereo like museum halls, echo with significance. Vinyl texture on the walls adds authentic elegance. Museum hours after dark. Every moment leaves its mark on display for me alone. In this gallery I've grown. Calm and suspected guide through my interior inside. Hazy atmosphere preserved, each exhibit perfectly. Triplet flow like guard who serves protection duty quietly. For the artifacts of lived experience I can't replace. Everything I've survived has earned its rightful space. Deep bass underneath the floor supports the weight of years. Modern production opens doors to understanding why tears and laughter both deserve equal placement in the show. Jazzy keys help me observe. Museum of the soul I know. Museum hours after dark. Every moment leaves its mark on display for me alone. In this gallery I've grown. Calm and suspected guide through my interior inside. Tuning through the static noise, finding signal in the void between stations where truth hides. Hazy late night it provides clarity the clear ones miss. While I did triplet flow through this, interference pattern shows more than perfect signal knows. Jazzy keys improvise through the chaos synthesized meaning from the random sound. Calm introspective I found deep bass grounds. The frequency is static wisdom speaking free. Vinyl crackle tells me more than polished voices I ignore. Static wisdom in between what is heard and what is seen. Deep voice finds the truth in the interference proof that chaos holds the key to what I'm meant to be. Chill trap drums irregular, modern but irregular. Beat reminds me life don't follow. Perfect rhythm hard to swallow for the ones who need control. But static speaks into my soul. Messages the clean can't carry. Triple F flow through ordinary. Noise extracts the extraordinary. Deep relaxed voice understands that the best laid detailed plans often fail while random chance leads to growth if given chance. Jazzy keys through interference, find patterns and coherence. Wide atmosphere holds the mess where wisdom hides, I must confess. There wisdom in between what is heard and what is seen. Deep voice finds the truth in the interference proof that chaos holds the key to what I'm meant to be. Melodic through disruption flows, like water finding where it goes, through cracks and polished surface. Hazy late night serves purpose of revealing hidden truths. Static offers strongest proofs that perfection isn't real, and only chaos lets you feel authentic connection to the source. Vinyl texture shows the course that life actually travels on. Modern production hasn't gone so clean that it removes all the noise that actually proves we're alive and still here. Deep bass makes it clear. Wisdom in between what is heard and what is seen. Deep voice finds the truth in the interference, proof that chaos holds the key to what I'm meant to be. Static wisdom in between. Static wisdom in between.
Building something in the dark. Every thought becomes a mark on the blueprint of my mind. Slow atlas stood like I designed. Foundation deep beneath the ground. Minimal groove, the only sound guiding how the structure grows. Piano soft like falling snow, covering the construction site where I work through every night. Triple the flow like laying brick, one by one deliberate. Deep bass holds the weight below of everything I'm trying to show. About the process, not the end. Architecture I defend. Oh, building slow in silence, no rush, just compliance with my own design. Taking all my time. Deep voice architect, building to protect. Vinyl texture as the grain, two wooden beams that will sustain the roof above my inner world, where all my thoughts have unfurled into something structured strong. Been working on it all along, but like a hammer falls. Soft piano through the walls, echoing construction sounds of a soul on solid ground. Finally, after years of floating, now I'm building, now I'm noting. Every measurement precise, deep relaxed voice gives advice to myself about the pace. Slow atmosphere the building takes. Oh, building slow in silence, no rush, just compliance with my own design. Taking all my time, deep voice architect, building to protect. Warm a log like morning sun on a project never done, because the building never stops, just evolves with all the drops of rain and snow and summer heat. Architecture incomplete by nature, but that's fine. Minimal groove keeps the line straight between foundation sure and the freedom to endure changes that the years demand. Triple flow helps me understand construction is the point itself, not the finished mental wealth of a completed state of mind. Deep bass keeps me aligned. Oh, building slow in silence, no rush, just compliance with my own design. Taking all my time. Deep voice architect, building to protect. Building to protect. Building to protect.